Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olsen here in the booth. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This is fielded inside the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Hey, report!
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
I think this is something that we can expect the rest of the day here, Mike, in the passing game. They love getting the running back involved early. And I think until the defense shows they got a plan to take him away, I expect them to continue to find ways to get him involved in the passing game.
And I don't think he got that wrapped up in the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at third down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And it's caught left side. It's complete. He's got the first down. Not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
It really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
And we'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Myles Garrett able to bring him down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a second and 9. A run here with Mitchell. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. It is Max Crosby there to wrap him up.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up
Third down, they need 5. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. So, fourth down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. That's taken at about the 14. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. A run, and this is Ashton Jeanty. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Malachi starts there for the stop.
Second and 6.
It is second and 6. From the shotgun, it's Murray. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and 6. Out of the gun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And now it's fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Real quick. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup at 9. He's going to set up second and 1.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
RPO, they throw it to Rice. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed.
Oh, a loose football. And the Raiders have come up with it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when...
the ball comes out. One of the Ravens has it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he's got some space. A pass of 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Keep it on the ground with Genty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Las Vegas.
They go play action with Murray. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
They go play action now. Murray. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing again is Murray. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Vegas.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field,
and he will score! it gives him 18 on the season. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open.
Henry hits the ball, comes free. And the Raiders have come up with it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raider first down. They'll go again with Genty. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. We're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Bowers, the man in motion. A run out of the gun for Genty. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On 3rd down, they go with Genty.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
His kick is good. And the Raiders will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
At their own 22-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And off they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9. Now, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
3rd down and 9. Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks. And the defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker, who takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver. And once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Play action now. Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Jackson looking to throw. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down. That one good for 26 yards. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Jackson up top again. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Left side in the hands of Rice. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's the give to Henry running right. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
At the 16-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
No, we changed it.
2nd down. Jackson. He'll get that one complete to Rice. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On 4th down, it's Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Ravens start back within a score. It's now 17-10. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball is going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Murray. He'll get this off to Genty. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A tight end in motion now. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Go. They go play action for Murray. Throw left side finds Dell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying into the ball. Modest gain.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
On the handoff, this is Genty. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Second down, they need 7. From the gun, it's Murray. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. Murray now. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
That's left side to Tucker. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. As that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. It's 3rd and 4. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Forced to his right. And he did all he could, but he's going to be forced out at the line of scrimmage, well short of the first down. The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. This will be returned from the 6. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That's into the hands of Dell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Las Vegas first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Raiders.
We'll run the toss to Genty. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so Give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here's a third down and 4. Man in motion here is Tucker. Murray on third down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. The Raiders have their punt team out there. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Second down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man is beaten. He's got him. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 25. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Jackson now. Moving to his left. He runs with it. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Middle.
Back to throw, Jackson. Has caught. That's Wade. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
14 yards.
14 on the pickup. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. On the run to the right. Showing off the footwork. Sliding down after a gain of 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Flush to his right, and he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up third down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
He'll get this out wide, and it looks like he's going to have enough indeed. The referee does signal. It is a first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. That is Myles Garrett getting in to drop him for sack number 11 on the season.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
That's complete to right. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 12.
Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Man in motion here is Tucker. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Once again, it's Gentile. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll run to begin the 4th, and here's Gentile. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Raiders send their punt team out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
We changed it. Shut up.
Off the play fake. Jackson. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. A nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Watch the back on this play. Watch the back on this play. Shut up.
Throwing Jackson. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stutz. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Gentile. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
That's to the right side and caught by Bauer. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. It is 3rd and 10. Here's Genty. A pickup there of 13. First down, Vegas.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. So these jet sweep plays, we see them so often, both under center, in the shotgun. There's a lot of ways to do it. But there's a little feast or famine element, especially in today's NFL, with the speed of these defensive edge players. So you got to make sure you get the edge accounted for so you can at least avoid these negative plays. In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. In motion is Myers. It's a designed run for Murray. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. They wind up getting 4 on that 4th and 1.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Genty. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
We'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal. One more time with Genty. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Vegas. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year. Nevis good on the extra point. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Come on. Hey, come on. 180. No, we changed it.
Now Jackson. He'll let one go down the middle. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
Here's a third down and 4. Now Jackson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Pass pulled in by Henry.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
He's taken down just shy of midfield. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First and 10.
180! 180!
To the air one more time with Jackson. That one underneath to Mitchell. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch.
Black beans taking out it. We gon' pop a couple. While they poppin' paparazzi pictures. I got my in the back and my bros in the front leading. He keep looking at me, I'ma make that boy. I'm a his friend too, baby, I'm a whole cheater. We can go to France, Avatar, y'all both need a real one. More coin than your last one. Baby, damn, he ain't that fun. I mean, do we got a song with Daft Punk? I mean, do we hit the club in this song? Come on. Do we rock a weave 30 inches long? Do we got a sold out tour? Do that? No, and I went tour. Hit that back room. You be that, I be that. We can get it. Tonight I'm on it. Tonight I'm in a zone. A bass jumping, a club pumping. It's hot. These coming in the club cause they won't try. I won't say I got a feel for you little nice, but I got a feel for you little nice. I pay the whole bill for you little nice. I do my little jig for you little nice. Then he whispered in my ear like, oh God, you know I got something for you little nice.
They want to take me home tonight. It's quite alright. Yeah, she say, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. I'm in love, girl, is it obvious? I'm just trying to figure you out. I want all of you if I'm honest. I'm just trying to figure you out. You're all I need to know. You're all I need to know. 'Cause you're all I need, you're all I need, you're all I need to know. 'Cause you're all I need, you're all I need, you're all I need to know. 'Cause you're all I need, you're all I need, you're all I need to know. 'Cause you're all I need,
We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Hold up, y'all gotta pump my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all talk outrageous. Hold up, don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up, got that touch my savior. Hold up, giving that touch with my hater. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding away but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? Is it this what you don't wanna see more? Or you wanna see more but you wanna see sore? Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas. You feel like
ooh yeah.